Hey everybody, welcome to our show. My name's Sarah,
And I'm David.
and we're going to cook for you tonight low-cost lasagna. So over on the other side screen, you see some of the ingredients that you need. You definitely need some lasagna noodles. And how low cost is this? We picked these up for 89 cents.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that's the kind you don't need to boil, right?
Right, so it says oven ready, no boiling required.
There
How
you go.
easy is that? I decided to actually go for a recipe that I found on Kraft or Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese because I have a whole bunch of this. And so instead of doing ricotta, I'm doing Philadelphia cream cheese.
That's interesting.
And they asked for sour cream, but I like a mascarpone instead, some mascarpone
That's
cheese.
very high end, Sarah. That's pretty
You
nice.
need a couple eggs to mix that with. You also need some Parmesan cheese. So that goes with the cheese dish is basically that part. And then of course you need some mozzarella cheese.
I'll hold it right there.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. You got a
And
good deal on
look,
that.
I got that for $2.
$2.
For
How much
12
of that are
ounces.
you going to use? The whole thing?
I was gonna
Probably?
use the whole thing, yeah, why
Okay,
not?
yeah, cool.
And some cheddar.
Some cheddar cheese. Yeah.
Mix those two together for like the melty cheese goodness, which is fantastic. And then while I'm doing the cheese ingredients, David's gonna make a homemade tomato sauce instead of just buying tomato sauce. David likes to make homemade. So diced tomatoes, he always gets no salt added because otherwise they add so much salt to them. It's just crazy. No salt tomato sauce. So no salt added tomato sauce. You can get that at the Wally World. Okay, so a couple of cans of no salt tomato sauce. David's gonna do all these awesome ingredients.
You have 2 onions. There's two
Onions.
onions, 3 carrots. I'm going to peel. A few cloves of garlic, a full container of mushrooms. I'm going to saute those in butter.
And then of course you need a little protein, which always makes everything better. And David's gonna do smoked chicken sausage as the protein. So
I'm going to dice that really small.
that's going to be fantastic. So I'm going to be working on the cheese, and David's going to be working on the tomato sauce, and then we're going to add it all together and make a fantastic lasagna for everybody to enjoy. So I'll be talking you through it. Okay, so David has a little oil as well. Oil is always good.
Yeah, it's good. You can replace.
Yum.
Just
Okay.
don't cook with margarine.
Oh yes,
That's
get
important.
real butter, and try to get non-GMO ingredients whenever possible.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, we're going to be responding to your chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, we have a live political chat show every single night. And then we do a cooking show once a week on Thursdays. But our political chat is every night. So you can always pop by to see us live at americasthirdparty.com. That starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. David actually does it even earlier than that, but
Yeah.
6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can see us on YouTube. So fantastic.
We do a live show. We've been doing a live show since 2008, 5 hours a night. And I even go 10 hours because we have a video show that I run into the evening.
David loves to be on camera and loves to show you guys some interesting things. So right now he's peeling the carrots, not potatoes,
Yeah, really.
but peeling carrots because of course carrots grow in the ground. It's always good to wash them, peel them, get off all that wonderful ground dirt that's on there.
Now, one of the
So-
reasons why I'm doing the carrots is it's a form of sweetness. And in
Yeah.
traditional recipes, I'm not going to have any sweetness here other than the carrots. So
Yeah, David doesn't add any sugar or anything like that to his things. He does carrot, and David actually adds carrots to most of his like spaghetti dishes, which is pretty interesting.
yeah, I really think it's adding a lot of vitamin A. It's good for your eyes,
All right, in this bowl, while David's cooking over there, I'm gonna be. Well, maybe we'll figure out. I'll put together the cheese ingredients. All right, so he's gonna dice up the carrots. Fantastic. Thank you. I'm glad you like my jawline. David has a nice jawline too. David says he liked me because one of the things he looked at my profile image and he
Yeah.
said that's really great. And one of the reasons that you guys are seeing a lot of my profile today is because the microphone is over that direction, and I want to make sure you can hear what I'm saying as David's doing his awesome dicing.
I'm going to turn the pan up to a level 3. in the
Okay.
back on or a low flame on a gas range.
I don't know if carrots make you see in the dark, but I do know, here's a cool story about carrots. They are definitely really good for your eyes.
Yeah.
So here's the story my grandfather told me about carrots.
Mm-hmm.
He said that there was this guy that really wanted to be in the military, right? And he went and he actually, this was back during World War II, and he failed the vision test to be in the military.
Wow.
The guy went home and bought like 25 pounds of carrots, just started eating carrots like mad. And he's like, all right, retest me again. He went back and he passed the vision test and he got into the military.
You got in the military, wow. And then, lucky enough, it was the Korean War, as I recall. It wasn't the Vietnam War.
No, I think this is World War II.
Oh, World War II, even better.
My grandfather was in World War II.
My father was
just
in
like
World War II.
David's parents were in World War II.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, a little splash of olive oil on the base of the hot pan.
It's always good to start your pan, get that hot. Let me see. I'm going to tip this down.
Sure.
Oh, no, I'll tip it up so that they can see the pan. There you go. So a little olive oil in the bottom of your pan is always a good thing.
And I'm going to cook carrots first once this gets hot, because carrots really are they take a little longer. I'm wiping off this.
Yeah, carrots are harder vegetable, so they take a little longer to cook than everything else.
Yeah, I've got some nice mushrooms I'm going to saute with
mushrooms
the
in there.
carrots, which is kind of unusual, but I'm putting this whole sauce together, replacing what would normally be a 26 ounce can of ragu. That's what the recipe calls for. A typical 26 ounce spaghetti sauce can you could replace with what I'm doing right here.
All right, so while
And
that
you can get
heats
those
up-
for like $1.50 or so.
Oh.
The tomato sauce you can
Oh,
actually buy for
yeah,
$1.50.
you can buy that would be even cheaper, but it's so good to actually
Yeah,
cook.
so you're looking at.
All right, so
go
you
ahead.
want me to tell you what
Yeah.
I'm going to do with the?
Sure,
I'm just
go right
going to
ahead.
push your carrots over. In this bowl, I'm going to put. Actually, I have a half package of cream cheese in there too, if I need to mix it in. But
Okay.
I'm going to put a whole package of Philadelphia cream cheese. Actually, this is the Neuchatel. It's 1/3 less fat, so pretty good for you. Well, at least a little better than for you than cream cheese. Still tasty. All right, and
Thank you. Somebody's got some news about Hillary, talking about her brain. Oh well, we'll have to check that out in our show tonight. Hope she's okay. No hand tattoos here.
all right, so that's the cream cheese. I'm gonna put the whole container of mascarpone in here.
Oh wow, do you need a spoon?
Yeah.
I'll get a spoon. Wow. You know, we talked to a guy at the store that we bought these ingredients. He said that mascarpone could replace ricotta. And Sarah got this recipe on Philadelphia cream cheese site to add various things to the cream cheese. So that's wow, what a beautiful mix. It's going to add to the calories, but that's why you love lasagna. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you can't arrive here and hang out with us. We do an interactive TV show every day so that you don't have to come here.
And then I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese in here.
Okay.
About a 1/4 cup. What the recipe called for.
This gives me a chance to stand up straight too, you know.
And then, of course, in here you put your 2 eggs. Now I could beat those into a separate container. I
Okay.
could just beat them right here into the
Yeah, you can beat them
mascarpone
right in
thing.
there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break right now
All right.
from your station, and I'm going to do my station.
All right.
So
Well,
you take a little break, or you just stand
beat the
behind me
eggs.
and work with the pan over here behind me,
All right.
and I can just adjust the camera up a little bit. See that?
All right. Sounds good. I'm
Okay.
gonna grab the eggs over here.
All right. We'll go very
Fantastic.
slowly so that everyone can see that we're not rushing today.
No rushing.
We got a good start, you know. Normally we don't even get online till 15 minutes into it. We're only 10 minutes into this, Sarah,
Oh, that's good.
which is great. Yeah.
Oh, that smells good. It must be the Parmesan.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm going to throw those. Carrots into the pan. and it's just getting started. And once it gets to a certain level of heat, then I usually take it up to a higher notch so I can brown any of the meat that I throw in there. So that's kind of an interesting concept. I'm going to make 2 small onions or 1 medium onion. And you want to dice it pretty small, you know, like no more than a 1/4 inch. I go an 1/8 inch actually.
You're doing a great job dicing those onions, David.
Thank you.
That's looking good.
This is a regular show now. A Thursday cooking show has been a regular for almost 4 or 5 weeks now. Okay, and we moved over to people. Good.
All right, thank you very much 918 for keeping us up. So keeping us up to date about the people section. I don't always stay on track of all of that. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab.
Every night we have to go into the news and text section on that network because they told us it's against their rules to be on camera or be off camera and be in people.
If you're a person.
Yet everybody does it. And we're the only ones they've singled out to talk to. It was kind of funny.
Yeah. Because, you know, everybody likes our show and all those.
They're jealous.
Well,
That's
he
really
doesn't
what's
want you
happening.
to know what the viewer count is so that we can do a great job guessing 918.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just remove the viewer count from our show or from, I don't know.
Now what I've been doing, Sarah, is throwing a little water.
So,
Once the pan is hot, and it's not hot yet, you want to toss a little water in there just to help the steam action of the cooking, because that's really important to accelerate the cooking process.
okay, you want to break these eggs for me?
Absolutely. You need 2?
Here are the eggs.
Okay, I'm the expert at the egg break. Here we go. Only 2 eggs, that's good.
I'm doing it in the mascarpone container because less mess.
Yeah,
Less
nothing
to
to
clean up later.
the perfect break.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to prep the mushrooms while you talk.
All
And
right.
I'm going to throw everything. Let me show everyone our compost heap down here.
It's even labeled compost.
Yeah, so we're going to throw that in there. Everything gets composted, almost done. Okay, good.
Eggshells, bits of onion, all the.
Okay, now you have to make more of that while I do the cutting, so.
Okay, I'll let you cut, and let me just whip this up really quick.
Yeah, you
Or
also
you
have
wanna
this
whip
station
it
over
up?
here. So,
All right, I'll do this station over there.
all right, agree. A little water in your steam really helps. It creates kind of a steam fry. I've been talking to people about this. The mushrooms I'm just going to slice and dice. Actually, just a nice simple slice down the side. I cut them in half, and that makes them stationary, so. Sarah's working on the egg in the background. Lots of mushrooms in this mix. I love the fresh garden feel of a lasagna. I like to get my whole meal when I eat a lasagna, you know? You're getting your protein, your starches.
And your cheese.
Yeah, and everybody loves cheese, right?
I love cheese.
That's what makes lasagna so good, I think, is the cheese and all the combos. So you're adding the egg to the cheese. See that? Very good.
Just helps so everything stay together.
Okay. Cool. Now, I haven't really targeted the price on this dinner, but believe it or not, we did make this for under $5, only because we shopped around. You couldn't pull this off if you didn't shop
I will
around.
say 5 meals for $5. So let's say 10 meals is $10.
Yeah, let's up this to 10 meals for $10, okay? Because you could make 10 meals out of this. We're gonna have 2 containers we're gonna put the lasagna in. And what we're gonna do is prep it for the oven, and you're not gonna see the final product. You're gonna only see the prep for the oven. Because out of the oven comes the final product, which we're gonna eat. Isn't that great? A galloping gourmet accent, like Graham Kerr.
David did used to watch Galloping Gourmet, didn't
I did.
you?
Graham Kerr is a very talented guy. I mean, I grew up with Graham Kerr and Julia Childs and all those people that inspire people to cook. That's great. You're mixing a bowl there. So I'm going to do the sausage while that steams up. And what I'm going to do is, because this asked for a teaspoon of herb, we're going to do a teaspoon of herb. I'm going to get that going with the onions right now. And the pan is hot. Oh, that's quite a lot of herb there.
Whoa.
You smell it? Should I put the fan on?
That's good.
Okay.
It's all good. Smells good.
Okay. A little, about 2 tablespoons of water in there to get that steam going. All right, cool. I'm going to do the sausage, and I'm going to dice it, and they're going to look at the sausage while I dice it.
Okay. Sounds good.
But before I do that, I'm going to add the mushrooms.
Oh, you love the Galloping Gourmet. Where's the glass of wine? We're not drinkers. So.
We don't drink, yeah. Sarah and I have enough fun without drinking to really. Now you'll see garlic here. I'm going to put a couple cloves of garlic in this. Actually, 3 cloves. Okay, make it 4. 4 cloves of garlic.
You added extra garlic. I added extra cheese.
Now you see the technique I use for the garlic. It's very simple. Just press down on it. Holding that knife away, the blade away from you. Give it a little crush. Like that. Like that. It macerates the garlic, giving you the ability to pull off the skin rather rapidly. Macerate. Don't you love that word, macerate?
Macerate.
Yeah, I just made it
It's
up.
kind of like masticate, like
Mas-
chewing,
okay.
which kind of goes with the cooking show.
Yeah, I'm making up new words as we go
I mean,
along.
we will
so.
eventually be masticating this food.
Yes, mastication, macerate.
I'm
Nice
only
cooking
getting
tips, yeah. All right, see how fast that was? And you want to make sure you don't have any blemishes in that garlic. And I'm just going to go with a quick dice. And I'm not going to throw that in yet. That's going to be for later because garlic will cook down and lose a lot of its taste if you put it too early in your dish. All right, so now we're going to take a look at this cutting of the sausage while Sarah mixes the cheeses. I'm going to rinse the sausage off with a little bit of filtered water. We've got a reverse osmosis filter here. We just put brand new filters in. We quadruple filter our water here. We triple filter into it with reverse osmosis, and then we do a Brita and then a zero water. I guess we're doing 5 filtrations now. I don't know why, I just like filtering water.
He likes his water clean and filtered.
I just filled up the spa with filtered water. It's incredible. I just swam in it today. I was absolutely blown away by how clean the water was. It was like I was in a glacial spring. It was beyond belief. So I'm going to take this and cut it in 4 ways. So take the sausages long ways. And the reason why I'm using sausage is because it's very reasonable meat-wise, cost-wise. Normally a hamburger, a pound of hamburger would work. Either way.
All right, fantastic. Not hot dogs, it's sausage.
Chicken sausage, smoked chicken sausage.
Smoked chicken sausage.
And there's no peeling on it to pull off.
Sausage.
It won't cook down. This will cook
Mechanically
down.
separated chicken, beef, water, salt, dextrose.
You can pull the peeling off if you want, but it's completely edible.
Have some garlic in here and some, of course, nitrates and nitrites. I'm not really that into.
Well, it all renders down in the wash when you get washed out.
Thank you, Explorers. I don't like hot dogs. Ruined lasagna.
Now I'm going to actually, because I'm a fastidious person, I'm going to actually.
David does not like the casing on the
Yeah,
sausage.
and I would have done that had I realized it was this easy to pull off prior, but I
You would
didn't.
have Do you want me to take any of the casings off? You've got
No,
it.
I got it.
He's the one that really doesn't like casings. Like, I don't like seeds in my meals, like
Yeah.
cucumber seeds and,
That one I'm going to keep.
well, oh, green pepper seeds. I like our green pepper plants. I show everybody that, right?
Yeah, go ahead
Well,
and
you
show another
continue
green
to
pepper. Yeah.
do that. So David's continuing to do.
You know, I got those wholesale for all those peppers I got for $2, $1.90 at Rite Aid on
That's pretty
it
cool.
was a 75% off deal. Pretty good deal, yeah. Some people in some countries would say, no, leave the casings. It's some sort of an intestinal lining or something. All right, we're there. We're good enough. I'm going to continue the process of cutting these, and I'm going to dice them pretty tight, like that.
All right. Slicing his sausage.
And sometimes if you use a different type of blade, like a saw blade, it's a little easier. But nice tight sausage pieces so that it doesn't really feel like you're eating sausage when you're eating your lasagna. That's the trick with lasagna. You don't want to have that sense that you're eating sausage because really it should have ground pork or ground beef in it. But we're cutting the cost considerably. We got these chicken sausages for $1.99 for a full 2 pounds. So it was only $1 a pound for this. It's amazing, the deal.
All right, while he cuts that, I'm going to open the cans of tomatoes
Good idea.
just to help with time.
And that steam is coming in off the pan. All those carrots are cooking while we speak. I guess the next thing is layout. And when you get to the point where you can lay this out, that's when the dinner really kind of pulls together. Now, I never would have done lasagna myself. I needed Sarah's help simply because she's got the ultimate sense of lasagna. I've noticed she makes great lasagnas.
The few times I made it.
Yeah. I've always loved your lasagnas every time you made them.
Well, lasagna is like a baked thing. I'm pretty good at baking.
You are. You're very accurate.
Yes.
Okay, so we're all diced up. Cool. I'm going to take my wooden spatula, which I have over there in the rack. Could you hand me one of those? I'm going to rinse my hands off because I don't want to get any cross-contamination. All right, here we go. I'm going to mix that up. Oh, look at that. It's incredible. You know what it's missing? The butter. So I'm going to take it. Yeah, the butter is going to make this sauce really pop, I think. And you know what I'm going to do with the butter?
What are you going to do with the butter? I'm
going to take it, and once I'm going to take half of this, it's like a 1/4 pound of butter. I'm going to take half of it and put it in the dish right now.
Okay.
And that's a flavor enhancement big time, especially with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
And the other half of this little butter here, I'm going to take and rub the interior of the pans.
Oh, okay. But you know, we put the sauce down.
Yeah, I know, but I've
butter
always
makes
found that when I
everything
rub the
taste
interior of the pans like this, it doesn't stick. It's a trick I learned a long time ago. I was going to tell you this, but I didn't. I guess
It does seem like a lot of meat for lasagna, but
no, it's perfect. We've got 2 pans. One's big. This is the small one. But this really helps glaze the pan. I highly recommend doing that. I've got a metal pan here. And I only do that simply because of the stick factor. You don't want your lasagna to stick to the bottom. Otherwise, you got a problem. Especially if your oven is overcooking or something.
we haven't decided on what to cook for dinner next week.
Yeah, we only do that 2 days before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about halfway through the week, then we.
Yeah, saved a little butter. We don't have to use that there. We use it somewhere else.
Yes, David should be doing this. It's
No,
for all Americans to cook.
Yeah, you're going to save so much money, everybody. I can't tell you how much we've saved over the years by making dinners instead of going out to fast food restaurants. All right, we're going to go into the sausage now. Now, if I was cooking camp style, I'd be really conserving the heat there. Sausage is pre-cooked, so that saves you a little cooking time, especially if you're in the winter and you want to save on energy. Say you're out in campground, chuck wagon stuff.
Yeah, I've opened all these cans of tomatoes and tomato sauce.
Perfect. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Italian seasoning, kind of finish off that full teaspoon that I talked about.
It's looking good.
It's steaming. I'm going to take in a wood spatula, and I'm going to push it all around. There we go. Okay, let that cook for a little bit. Take it up to 6, which is a medium flame. And if you're cooking on a gas burner, you want to be sure it's not burning, because gas can tend to be a little bit hot. Okay, everybody's doing well? You can bring red wine with this dinner. Now, I sold organic wine for a couple of years, and I can tell you, the only wine to really drink with lasagna is a Cabernet Sauvignon. But if you like Pinot or Petit Syrah, you could go in that direction. But a Cabernet really rounds out that lasagna taste. Brings in all the tomato flavors. It's incredible. You didn't know I sold wine, huh? Okay, that's okay. It's one of the many things I've done in my life. All right. Okay, Sarah, I am going to add the tomato sauce.
Okay.
Once it gets to a higher temp. I'm just kind of pushing it to a higher level right now. But before I add the tomato sauce, I'm going to actually put those garlic pieces on top of the meat. That'll infuse, the tomato sauce goes down, the garlic goes in, and it all comes together. Sarah's helping with cleaning up the, awesome.
You got these.
Yep, they all go in the compost heap. Okay, here we go with the garlic. Right on top. And I'll put the diced tomatoes down. And I'm going to put sauces around the side. And keep that level at a level 6 or medium flame. And with the water, I take some of the water and add it to the cans like this. I never let anything go to waste, especially tomatoes. They're full of antioxidants. And I go can to can like this, just to clean them all out. Right in there, and then we do it again. There we go. Sometimes you have to take your finger and rub it in there. But you get all that great tomato sauce. Okay, I'm using the salt ingredient is going to be the sausage. So this is going to be a lot less salt than you get in the canned tomato sauce. The canned tomato sauce is, by and large, welcome. By and large, the canned tomato sauce is really salty, and if you add it to salted meat, if you're eating ground beef and you're going in there with regular tomato sauce, the 26 ounces you buy, you're fine, because ground beef does not have additional salt in it. But if you get a salted pork, you may want to really back off on the salt in your tomato sauce. Great.
I know David's a very clean chef. Doesn't get his white shirt dirty. Pretty amazing. You guys did that way.
All right.
All right.
It's not like I'm going to wear an apron or anything.
I know. This is like he could wear a suit and tie and still be doing the cooking show.
Okay, I'm going to lay out your station for you.
I have to grate the cheese or do something with the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
I should probably grate it, huh?
You can grate it or you can slice it thin.
Oh, just thin slice.
Talk about the mozzarella, yeah. I'd thin slice it.
Mozzarella and then cheddar.
You can use this saw blade, it might work pretty well.
Okay.
You don't have to take those off. I don't do
Well,
that.
okay.
Cooks out of the metal
Recycling.
recycling system. The metal itself burns up any paper that you have on the outside. Took almost 5 minutes to dice hot dogs, really? Are you sure? Excuse me, but They aren't hot dogs, they're sausages. And I might want to remind you that you were displaying levels of psychiatric problems last night. You know who I'm talking about. So you may want to back off there, buddy. Yeah, remember I told you may want to talk to a professional? Yeah, I'm not a professional, so I can't help you with your psychological disorder. I don't know. Well, you know, I have always been a very clean guy. I mean, what can I say, you know? Would you rather I was a disgusting slob?
Slice them, or you don't need to?
Oh, go ahead.
You can.
Okay.
Then slice them. I'll give you.
We also have that slicer. I wonder if that would work. I don't think it would.
Oh, the cheese. It's not a. It's like the cheese.
Yeah, that won't work. This is much better.
Yeah, I mean, I could try it.
No, this is good for layering. I think the mozzarella has to go on heavy. And if you have slices of it, it'll melt just as well as shredded. So that's probably a good width, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
exactly. Mozzarella cheese and a little cheddar, and it's going to be fantastic.
It will be. It will be good. Everything is beautiful in its own special way.
To me, when he's cooking.
It's an Italian tradition, even though I'm not Italian. I like to sing during my cooking of Italian meals.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. But this cheese is mozzarella.
It is.
And have a little cheddar.
Cheddar is kind of a neat twist. Never thought that would happen. The cheddar thing came out of the cream cheese recipe from Philadelphia, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
They said add cheddar cheese, wow.
They're like all the different kinds of cheeses that you can get.
Yeah.
Because of course they want you to buy more stuff.
Oh, is that the thing? They want you to keep eating and then buying food.
Well, the whole idea is like buy more, buy more food.
Okay, FJJ doesn't feel too bad, thanks. Yeah. I'm glad we're all here together sharing in this event. It's nice to have community, even if it is online, you know?
I don't drink chamomile tea, but I do sometimes drink.
Okay.
Good idea.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to stir the food.
Oh, basil leaves between the layers. Now that would be good. Wow. Your fish is kind of freaking out.
Well, it was probably the small amount of toxin I had on my fingers. Who knows? Okay, see that bubble coming in there? You've got a big boil going on. You're still going to cook all those flavors into this sauce. But you don't have to cook it too much longer. We can almost dress the lasagna.
Can we do a little bit of tomato sauce on the bottom?
Absolutely. So you can
Here's
take a
our
nice big spoon like such. And do a little tomato sauce at the bottom right now.
That's what they use to keep from sticking instead of the butter.
Yeah, well, the butter will certainly add to it. How's that?
That looks good.
Very good.
All right, now I'm gonna lay out my noodles.
Now, some of these noodles, they have to actually boil in advance, so make sure you get the oven ready.
These are pretty thin, I think.
You guys are tossing your salad over there, huh? There is no ricotta. This is marzipan and cream cheese. Alternative, much different recipe, much more high end than the ricotta.
So
We're not that into ricotta. I mean,
cut these.
but you can replace ricotta with cottage cheese. I've seen people do it. It's not bad. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to let Sarah do the talking and laying out of all this stuff, too.
Yes, I'm just
I need a cup of coffee.
getting my lasagna noodles, my oven-ready lasagna noodles in this dish. And then
The show's been kind of a hit. Our Thursday show's really, kicked off. We do publish this at my YouTube site, David John Sponheim.
yes, youtube.com/David Sponheim.
David John Sponheim.
David John Sponheim.
David John
I think
Sponheim.
you can do both.
Somebody got mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some guy named David Sponheim got the YouTube.com, a David Sponheim site before I did.
Or just an awesome fan of yours?
Those are not hot dogs, those are sausages, but you can call them whatever the hell you want. It's still food. Taking that,
I'm gonna call them sausages.
you can call them whatever you want. I'm cutting
Because
the
I don't
cost
want
here.
to think I'm eating.
This is a one meal for $1 concept. So this whole dish cost me $5, but because I'm a clearance guy, I'm Clearance Dave. But as opposed to Clarence Thomas. But actually, I believe you could pull this off for $10 if you're really getting screwed over at the local grocery store. So say they're gouging you big time and you're in a city. You can pull this entire meal off for $10. This is all original. Everything you see is 100% original, including us. It's Clearance Dave. I've gone beyond discount Dave now. I can't even walk in a door unless it's 80% clearance sale on the door itself.
At the front of the store.
At the front of the store, it has to be 80% off before I even walk in. Tell me about it. I used to live in West Los Angeles. I know you're getting screwed over financially. We were watching a show, and by the way, I had an error on my previous show. I told you guys there was a show called Food Truck Wars. It's not called Food Truck Wars.
It's called The Great Food Truck Race or something like that.
Yeah, it's a great food truck race, and we were watching that the other day, and
the song goes, "Food Truck Road Trip."
Food truck road trip, right?
Yeah,
Anyway, they were selling out of the food truck entrees for $20 in West Los Angeles.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, whatever. $20 for an entree out of a truck. Is this unbelievable? Okay, we're going to ask you to be kind here and get out of here.
Be kind or get out.
BP Trust Fund, you're on your way out. This is your first warning. Do not attack our members. You're on hold now. Do not attack our trusted members who support us. Thank you, Jackson, for putting up with that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jackson.
I couldn't believe it. I was like $20 for a bowl of whatever. And it's like a paper bowl this big, and you're getting like a couple little... I couldn't believe it. I said, Sarah, we got to move there and open up a food truck.
The only thing about moving there is it's pretty expensive.
Wow, so you're going to do multiple layers, huh?
Yeah.
You're putting a lot down. That's pretty amazing. What's on your next layer?
So now you do a little sauce.
A little sauce on top of that? Mm-hmm. I'm going to turn that sauce off. It's going to melt that cheese pretty fast.
What I used to do is I used to put pasta and then noodle sauce, but the recipe says this sauce and then.
Well, that sauce is perfect. Look at that. Ready to go. Okay.
Let me just see what these people say.
Okay, she's going to learn how to do the recipe for us. This is pretty cool. No, the oven is not on because we're going to put it in the oven when we're done here. Scissor Fight said, $20, I can get a whole lasagna for that. Exactly, Scissor Fight. I can get a whole lasagna for 10.
Okay, now do the meat sauce and then do this, and then do some of that cheese. And
okay.
Then do the...
Okay, I'm just going to leave the sauce part in there, and I'm just going to kind of pull it out and layer it slowly over the cheese. Well, I'm glad I had this amount of sauce, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I have a perfect amount here.
About a third of the sauce.
Oh, a third of the sauce.
No, I don't know.
A half of the sauce, a third of the sauce. Well, I'm using quite a bit of sauce here.
That's fine.
I don't want to totally tap out of the sauce because I know we have another layer. But I want to make sure every single bite is full of good nutrition. And what better way than spreading the wealth?
Okay, now comes the mozzarella. And I could do cheddar if you want me.
Oh, whatever you want to do. I'll let her take over. Smell-o-vision. This stuff is incredible. I just love it.
Cut some. Well, I guess
Cheddar? Yeah. Where's the cheddar? Over
it's
there.
back there.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. I'll slice it like I did the other one.
Let me move this back so you
Thank
can
you,
slice
that's
it.
good, yeah.
There we go.
Cheddar it is. Who doesn't love cheese, right?
That's why I like lasagna.
You know, I met a woman today who said, you know, it's a long time ago, people used to use butter. And then they were told, oh no, this margarine is so much better. And then everyone realized now that margarine is really, really bad. It's made out of turpentine. And it's got cottonseed oil and a
Oh.
horrible transaturated fat. So doing margarine is
You
a
wanna
lot
use
more
some
unhealthy.
cheddar?
Okay, yeah.
No, you don't have to.
No, that's cool. Doing margarine is a lot more unhealthy than butter now. So, word to the wise is better to pay for good quality butter ingredients. Is that good?
I suppose.
I can keep going. I mean,
No, I'm good.
no, I mean, who doesn't love cheese, right?
That's, yeah.
I just was planning on going on a diet, but oh well, I'll just cancel the diet. I wear shades when I cook. Yeah, that way I can be
Your picture's
incognito.
so bright.
Nobody can see
Got
who
to
I am.
wear shades.
Okay, let's get the scent going here. We got a smell of onions, tomatoes. It's garlicky. Put some Parmesan on the cheese topping. Do you want to do that?
Well, there is. I will.
You know, we're going to top it off with Parmesan. If that's okay with you, we're going to top it off with Parmesan. Yeah. Kerrygold is really good butter. Absolutely. Irish. Yeah. Hey, you know, I got a problem here. Somebody has to be purged. They're not going to be able to get into the chat room if they keep it up. There we go. You're doing fantastic, Sarah. Fantastic. Well, all the cows here in Washington are really healthy. I do eat fruit, yeah. We've been eating plums, watermelon. We've been eating tomatoes. That's a fruit. Tomatoes is a fruit. We've been eating ketchup. That's a fruit.
Ketchup. No, ketchup is not a fruit, but sure, we've been eating it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in and sharing our cooking experience. I'm going to go in the other room and start the other computer up so we can kind of migrate to the pre-show over there
Oh,
once
I
she
hope
has
I have
everything.
enough cheese. Whatever, I'll make.
Yeah, yeah.
Make it work.
That's why I was suggesting you didn't go so far or fast, but that's okay. We're good. Making it work. She's layering the white sauce now, as you can see. I appreciate you coming in and watching the show, and you guys are learning how to save money and not waste money on fast food all the time. Now, that's not to say that fast food isn't great, but hey, you don't need to waste all the money in your bank account on drive-in fast food restaurants. The nice thing is that mozzarella goes on top of the entire thing. It melts all the way down. If you want, I can take and heat this up and kind of move it. You want me to do that? Like that?
Sure.
See, it's a two-person operation here. See how easy that is?
Good.
You are marvelous. Thank you.
Oh, you are marvelous.
No, you are marvelous.
Oh, I'm supposed to say that.
Now, we're supposed to speak in some sort of a foreign accent while we do
You're
this.
marvelous, darling. Marvelous.
Simply marvelous, darling. Oh, look at the lasagna. It's so, how do you say, crunchy? Now, normally this would be pre-cooked for about 8 or 9 minutes in a...
Just read your lasagna pasta box.
And I got to do this too. Can I start putting more meat on there?
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead. All right.
I'm
Done
going
with
to
this
lay down
cheese.
some more meat there.
Doesn't look. I'm done with this cheese.
Okay.
Unless you want me to use.
Yeah, if you have it.
I don't know if I do.
See how easy this is? This is the perfect amount of sauce.
This is good.
You know what you can do? You got some in there right now.
Somewhat.
Some of the noodles, lasagna noodles.
Yeah.
You could put it right on the lasagna noodles, so it would be ideal.
I'm not. I don't have enough for that. It's not.
All right, so we're putting all the sauce on now, folks.
Wait. I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, sure. I guess that's. You're right. Go ahead, put all this.
No, I'm done it.
No, put
I'll
all
save
the
a little
sauce
bit for
on.
the top.
No, I'm not gonna do another layer.
Oh,
This is
okay,
it.
because I was going to say this is the perfect amount of sauce. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. You know that the carrots kind of stretch the meat out when you make it with the sausage or whatever. You want to call it hot dogs, whatever.
I'm gonna call it sausage because I
Please.
hate hot dogs.
She will not eat hot dogs. Ever.
I mean, I guess it might have a hot dog taste because it kind of does look like a hot dog.
You're killing the whole thing for me right now. Just talking about hot dogs. I'm starting to lose interest in the dinner.
I know.
Well,
Can you imagine a hot dog
Talking
lasagna?
about a hot
No.
dog lasagna, jeez, that's a downer.
Total downer, dude.
Totally. And you need some aluminum foil for this dish, right?
Yep.
Heavy duty.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Let me heat up my coffee. Making dinner with Sarah and Dave. Come on. Sausage. It's a sausage lasagna, exactly. Now she's laying all that mozzarella out strategically so it melts into a wonderful mash of tasty ingredients. And then, of course, Parmesan will top the whole thing. Thank you for doing all that. What do you do with these in here?
Use them next time.
Oh, so that's it. Oh, okay, great. You don't even need a whole container of lasagna. You can use them some other time. Oh, great. There's no hairpiece, salty dog. This is the real hair. Yeah, I use a shampoo on my hair. You may want to try it. Yeah, it's pretty good. You just have to use a little conditioner. Oh, that's right. You don't have any hair. I'm sorry.
Did you put the cheese away? Oh, no, it's here.
No. Extra cheese if you need it. You can dance if you want to.
You can leave the world behind.
I use this one right here.
All right.
Okay, she's gonna cut the cheese. A lot of hand strength required in this effort, as you can see. Sarah's really bearing down on that cheese. You may want to stabilize the other side with your finger.
Okay.
I know that's
Sure.
hard, just you hold it on one side when you cut. There you go. Cut the cheese. All right. Thank you. My diet, like George Burns we just got a great compliment. We're like George Burns and Gracie Allen. That's how much we pair up.
Wow.
That's awesome. Well, we are kind of a good internet couple, I must say. And plus, I've got that incredibly sexy voice.
Yeah, it's like you have the George Burns voice. No, thank goodness you don't. You sound a lot better than him. All right.
All right.
What do you think? Is that good?
That's awesome. Yeah, you're all set to go. All we have to do is heat up the oven. I'm going to go turn on the computer in the other room.
All right, fantastic. Okay. Because it's better for you to cook. Yes, cheese fest. That's the whole point of lasagna. What's lasagna without cheese? It's like,
Okay, so I'll be uploading this a little bit later tonight, so you guys will be able to see it in recorded broadcast. If you want to send people to my YouTube site tomorrow, you can. It'll be youtube.com/David John Sponheim, Jon Sponheim. Yeah, I did cook rust chicken, but they were legs, and they were not in any way contaminated with the rust.
I ate them.
Yeah, they were okay. When I pulled it out of the container, everything was cooked.
It's cleanup time.
Okay, let's take a look at this beautiful dish, and go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 after. Oh, we got a little mess over here. Look at that.
I know.
How did that happen? I must have. Oh, look at that. I dropped the sauce. Bad me. I'll take it.
There you go.
Okay.
Good job, David.
Wow, that's quite a dirty stove there. I guess I have to wipe that down.
All right, and while you wipe that down, I'll clean the rest.
Okay.
David is gonna do some cleaning, and I'm going to do some cleaning.
Are you going to put the tin foil on top of these dishes?
Yes.
Okay.
Before I put them in the oven.
Great. Yeah, everything's off, so there's no hot burner really to deal with. That was pretty nice. I'm glad I made my own sauce, you know. Otherwise, you know.
David made chicken sausage tonight. He didn't make chicken breast. When we become president, we will have great cooking shows. We already have some great cooking shows. But you're right, even more cooking shows. Maybe we'll go down with
That cheese
I'm
is
gonna
good.
learn how to make sod chicken.
Oh yeah, that's a dish we have to make. We've yet to make that dish.
Yeah, I tried
On the
making
show.
it once, but thank you.
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna put this one down.
The dishwasher.
Yeah. All right, very fun.
Wow.
I'm just doing cleaning up right now.
I'm gonna soak this dish. This pan.
All right.
That is so good, that sauce. It's so good here. Very much.
Okay.
Whenever you cook with stainless steel, you have to actually soak it in advance of washing it. But you're not getting any of that really bad Teflon stuff that you get with normal baked goods that are out there right now. Don't cook with Teflon, whatever you do. Glass, stainless steel, that's okay. I don't have a weight problem. It looks good, doesn't it? Now, I think you're looking at your toilet bowl. This looks like a really good stuff. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it should be good.
Got a flat stomach, look at that.
I know. David's gonna start showing off his stomach. He does. Here, that's why I was saying, bring this down.
No, I don't really do that. That's what I was saying.
I've got a great stomach.
Everyone's gonna say, everyone's overweight here now. Oh no, please no. No, don't show the lower half of our bodies. No, please don't. Okay, you've been drinking a kegger already? Wow, look at that tinfoil. That's high-end stuff. That's not cheap, that Reynolds wrap. This is the 100, this
I
is
know,
the
this
original
is the
stuff.
one thing David usually doesn't like me to use is aluminum foil, the actual aluminum foil. Ah. So then what do you cover it with? I guess I could cover it with another cooking tray, something like that. But what do you cover your food with when you cook? I know, that's what David always says, 530. Aluminum foil is expensive. A lid for these pans. I don't have a lid. David usually does do a lid, like when he's cooking turkey, he'll cook it with a lid. So it's very.
I'll tell you one thing, Sarah. If we used cheap tinfoil that we get at the dollar store sometimes, it wouldn't.
Then you would have it.
No, this is actually toxic compared to this Reynolds wrap. I would not recommend anything but top quality Reynolds wrap for this dish. Seriously. Now you can reuse this Reynolds wrap for baked potatoes. Sometimes I microwave a potato and I'll wrap it in tin foil because it cooks a lot faster. You know, or you can save energy by cooking it for 2 minutes and then wrapping it in tin foil. I'll do that. But yeah, that stuff at the dollar store it's almost like plastic. And I've actually put it in fire pits and it starts fires. It actually ignites. Looking for your got a pan in there?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I'll get... Always
They're
check your
gonna
oven.
say that's what you should have put it in. That one with the lid.
No, this is an option. I mean, if you have to cook it in Corningware, you can. But yeah, you're all set.
Thank you.
All right, you ready to put it in the oven?
I guess I'm ready.
Okay, we're going in the oven. We're going to turn the show off and go into the other show, into the room. So I'm going to position this so you can look at her putting it in the oven. Careful about entering that oven. Don't touch anything. Put it on the edge and just slide it in. All right, we're good. How long is that going to be on 350?
An hour.
Okay. You heard it, folks. 1 hour on 350 and you're ready to go. I do have a microwave. Yes, I don't have fear of microwave. Thank you so much for all the work you did, Sarah. That's awesome. I will be joining the regular show in 4 minutes and starting the full-on recorded show for our late night Technology Thursday show starting in just a few minutes. So hang in there. We're going to drop off here. Thank you for watching.
Hey.
And Sarah, say good night.
Good night.
Good night. Here we go. Till next time.